Kev G, weather overview. Well, it's that time of year again. It's time for winter weather. It is back, and especially over the interior of the northeastern United States. Here are the current watches and warnings. This is from the Weather Prediction Center. Now, winter storm watches are the areas in the darker shade of blue, and you can see where all the watches are. They are for interior New York State, New Hampshire, parts of Vermont, much of Maine, and you have winter storm warnings for central Pennsylvania, very near the Pittsburgh area, but it looks like it's a little bit further east over the mountains. And then winter weather advisories are in the lighter shade of blue, and that's for the immediate tri-state area, excluding the coast. So this is the snapshot of our first winter storm of the season, and it is going to be a formidable storm for areas inland. And this is what you'd expect this time of year. In fact, the National Weather Service, this is their snowfall forecast. And you can see how, from south to north, there's quite a disparity in snowfall accumulations. Now, look up near like Middletown and Carmel and Waterbury. These are areas that are higher elevations. They're going to hang on to the snow longer. It's going to come in. And even in these areas, it's going to be a lot of mixed precipitation. For the city and points south and along the coast and into Long Island, I mean, this is a quick thump of frozen precipitation, and then it quickly goes over. And I think the latest forecast models are really bearing that out pretty well. In fact, if we do go to the latest NAM model, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, we see that we're high and dry through much of the morning on Thursday. Now, this big high pressure is the key to not only this storm, but it's the key to a lot of winter storms. Where does that high set up? How long does it hold on? A lot of people, they pay attention to where the low center is going to go, but just as important is where the high pressure system sets up. Does it hold on? Does it give way? Because the quicker it gives way, the more warm air can rush in to the inland areas. So if we take a look at the evolution of this, what happens is this high is still situated off the New England coast. So by 1 in the afternoon, between 1 and 3 p.m., precipitation starts to break out across the area. Now, even for the coast, it'll start as a frozen variety of snow, sleet, freezing rain, and it may come down, a little bit heavy at times in the very beginning. The atmosphere will be ready to go, but the warm air quickly erodes the shallow, cold air mass at the coast, and we get a plain, dreary, dismal rain. But elsewhere, inland, it's a pretty good thump of snow, particularly for the higher elevations, and that's why the National Weather Service has these forecasted snow amounts. Rain along the coast continues into the nighttime. Meanwhile, a good deal of snow and mixed precipitation continues for inland areas through the remainder of the evening. So if you're inland and you want to try to get an early start on the evening rush, that would be a good idea tomorrow, especially with this early winter storm moving in. And we deal with residual effects late into the night in the form of rain near the coast, and even for the inland areas, it starts to go over to rain, but at the tail end of the storm, after all is said and done. And quite a bit of snow over New England as this low pulls away, and we're left with a windy day on Friday with temperatures in the 40s. So that's basically a snapshot of the first winter storm of the season. Hard to believe, but we are into that time of year. And snow and sleet and mixed precipitation where you would expect it to be for this time of year, quite frankly. And not a bad day on Saturday, but then cold air comes back in. And it looks like, from the early accounts, that Thanksgiving is going to be on the chilly side here, with temperatures in the low 40s for Turkey Day. I'll see you soon.